Facebook is up, Al. Twitter X is up. Instagram is up. And we're live on YouTube. Okay, let's run it back from the top, man. All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Sunday evening. Another edition of KFTV's postgame live presented by DraftKings. Use the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use our code KFTV. Bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets. The Knicks head to Disney World after not going to Vegas. Coming back from a tough loss to the Atlanta Hawks. And against a short-handed Orlando Magic team, they would have to earn this one, man. A physical, gritty matchup. But in these type of games, your stars have to lead the way, and the Knicks would do just that. Captain Clutch, Jalen Brunson with a team-high 31 points. Karl Anthony Towns logging in another double-double. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. The Knicks get the win, man, 100-91 against a short-handed but stingy Orlando Magic team, man. So let's talk about it. Lock in, hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. Call us up, 657-383-1509, or you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord as well, man. CP the Fanchise, Alex Rotaros on the other side. Let's get into it, man. Salute, salute, salute. Al, how you feeling, man? What's good, bro?
Good, man.
Yeah.
Both my teams went down to Florida today. Both teams got a win, so it's a good day for me as a Jets and Knicks fan, man.
Nice.
How you doing, though?
You know what? I'm great. Usually I'm in like a little like in-between mood, like if the Giants lose and the Knicks win, but like considering the Giants lost, their tank is going strong. Their tank work is strong, and the Jets helped them. I'm in a good mood. On top of a Knicks win, I'm happy, bro. I'm very happy, man. Let's get into this one, man. Knicks in Orlando. Brunson burner, man. As I've been saying since he got here, never has back-to-back bad nights. I was feeling this from the get-go. Extra rest. Dyson Daniels shut him down in the Hawks game. I said, he's coming in surgical tonight. I don't care what type of defensive magic are deploying. And he did just that. They threw a number of defenders at him, from Suggs to Jet Howard. You know, sometimes he was drawing the Jonathan Isaac, so on and so forth. Absolutely surgical. Great job by Jalen Brunson tonight, man. 31 points for JB. And an efficient night, man. 8-18, 11-14 from the charity stripe, 5 dimes. I thought he was good to go tonight, man. What you think about JB?
Brunson was just on one tonight, man, from the jump. I mean, you see that he wanted redemption after that loss to the Hawks game. And what I liked in this matchup is that, you know, we know Brunson's a physical guard. We know that he can get to his spots. But in tonight's matchup where this Magic team was playing inspired basketball, especially on the defensive end, they were being very stingy, as you noted at the top. The fact that he came in there with Jalen Suggs, who was hounding him, and the refs, the refs just seem not to be blowing the whistle as much this season for most teams. Yeah. So the fact that Brunson was still getting comfortable and more than willing to battle in that type of method and get his points and lead the team to the victory, you got to like that, especially, and this is just for a team as a whole. Yeah. The fact that you're not going to get whistles in the postseason and you're playing in the mud like this, this is a great way for the Knicks to build some character from a tough defensive standpoint like this tonight. So outside of Brunson having a really good game, I like that the team played and matched the aggression that the Magic brought tonight as a whole. So good win for the Knicks, man. But Brunson had a solid effort tonight, man. You got to love it, especially going against Suggs, who was just getting up in his grill every single possession, 94 feet. Yeah. And the fact that he wasn't backing down, like, you love to see no player just start to shy away or just like get deflated. Because against the Hawks, Brunson was out of character. He was out of sorts against Dyson Daniels, getting a little frustrated and stuff of that nature. And so the fact that Suggs, who was applying that similar type of pressure tonight, Brunson's like doubling down, saying, no, I'll match that physicality, and then try to go at him when Suggs is in foul trouble and to get him out. You love that. You love that strategy by the captain himself.
Loved it, man. And look, he had to earn it to get to his spots. Suggs is tough. He plays with a little screw loose, as we saw by the end of the game. So he's got
passion, as they call it.
Passion. Yeah. He plays with that passion. But I did like the Knicks' approach in terms of getting Brunson to his spots. They did a lot of different things. Earlier in the game, you saw them isolating with Brunson and Towns in the two-man game, overloading the weak side to allow Brunson just a one-on-one opportunity with the Magic defender so that you don't get so much help. Because with the Magic, they have a lot of size, they have a lot of length, so they can bother you, man. So I thought they did a good job of doing that, getting him in those one-on-one situations. Obviously, on the screens with the Magic being a switching team, they were able to get him also on some lesser skilled defenders outside of Suggs. So I thought they did a good job there, and overall good approach offensively. Karl-Anthony Towns, man. For some reason, Mo Wagner always seems to bring the best out of him. And I just as you mentioned, the Knicks were able to meet that Magic grit. I thought Towns and Brunson really led the way there. And for Karl-Anthony Towns, another double-double for him. 22 and 22 for Towns. 7 of 15. And again, what I love, only 3 3-point attempts. They had to get it out the mud. And Karl-Anthony Towns did the damn thing tonight.
For sure. Offensively, Cat was... we've seen Cat be more efficient in games. 7 of 14 tonight to get you 22 points. He got to the free throw line, which I really admired.
Yeah.
Because in a game like this, you got to figure out how to get points when the game slows down. You get into your half court sets, but the shots are not going to be there. Give credit to Mo Wagner and the rest of the Magic defense. They were not making the night easy for Karl-Anthony Towns whatsoever. And so what's the next best thing you got to do? You got to pump fake. You got to slow it down even a little bit. Draw them into jumping or getting or just committing fouls, so that way you can get easy points, slow down the clock, and just build on that lead. And Karl-Anthony Towns did that tonight. Offensively, I thought Cat was fantastic in that regard. Defensively, was a little bit of a mixed bag.
Yeah.
Yes, he got the 22 boards. Fantastic. He's one of the tallest guys out there, so I'm expecting you to be in the paint and grabbing those boards. It's still effort going out there to grab them. Got to give him kudos for that. Yeah. I thought rotations-wise, stuff of that nature, god-awful. Mo Wagner just getting past you, guys getting past you. I mean, what was the transition? He drives, gets a layup, and then you go back on defense, and then Mo just knocks down a three. You're nowhere near him in sight.
Yeah,
and it's not just one play like that. It's multiple plays. We're starting to see Cat in a game like this tonight, where he's just giving up guys just driving, whether it be KCP just driving down the lane and getting past him as well. Yeah. I know Cat is not a rim protector. So he has to make up for it some other way, which is why he's an elite offensive player and grabbing rebounds. But I thought defensively was very much so a mixed bag from him tonight, but great offensive wise.
Yeah, good job for sure. Agree with that, especially on the offensive side of things. So great job, 2020 for Karl-Anthony Towns. And the reason why I thought also that the boards were formidable, especially for him, is that the Magic went with a 2-big lineup tonight. The Knicks didn't see Goga Bigtaze in the first matchup between the two teams. And then tonight, Jamal Mosley, he's back. He's back tonight, and he puts him in with Wendell Carter Jr. So that's why I was interested to see how Towns was going to battle out there, because I felt like Orlando could have gotten the rebounding edge in terms of the team stats, but the Knicks ended up winning that, and that's a good job by them. But Bataze definitely made his presence felt along with the other Magic defenders. But overall solid from Towns. And I just thought, Knicks defense and grit was there all night, especially in the second half. They didn't let this team get into any type of rhythm. Mikal Bridges, I thought, was good tonight on both ends. He led the way defensively. Offensively, I thought his cutting and his off-ball movement was on point. So I like Mikal's approach there. He finished with 17 points, efficient night, 7 of 11 shooting from the field. And then you had Josh Hart, 12 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 5 assists, 4 steals, 5 rebounds. A Josh Hart type of night. He got activated in the second half as well.
Yeah, tonight I thought it was a good outing by Wingstop as a whole, including Josh Hart.
Yeah.
Between Hart, OG, and Bridges, I thought defensively they did what they needed to do on the perimeter. They didn't give the Magic any easy shots, but at the same time, you got to also be thankful that the Magic are a terrible shooting team without their two top guys. Just awful. But at the same time, you saw Bridges just applying pressure, OG getting a steal. It looked like that guy was like caught in like a reboot episode, just don't for the basketball.
Yeah.
Look, man, Josh Hart getting steals as well. I mean, you had some solid blocks from these guys too. Wingstop was in full effect tonight, and that's what you want to see on a night-to-night basis. The one thing I want to point out for Bridges, because I thought this is one of Bridges' better games playing both ends of the court. I thought his point of attack defense and staying in front of a guy such as Suggs.
Yeah.
Like, I know Suggs had an off night. Like, Suggs was just
he's building a brick house out there. He's building a brick house. Yeah.
1,000%. He even got to spots that he normally gets to. Could have hit anything.
Yeah, couldn't hit
anything. But you watch Bridges, and he was fighting over screens. He was in Suggs' face. I appreciate that. I think you watch somebody like Bridges who started off being lax on defense in that manner, and now you're starting to watch him progress in the right direction. I got to point that out for Bridges. I thought he had a solid game tonight.
Yeah, true indeed. And listen, man, like, they see what we speak about, and especially when there was a lot of questions about their heart, their grit, their toughness against that Atlanta Hawks team. They responded well tonight as a team. So I thought that was just good resiliency across the board, but with Brunson and Towns really sparking that, and then the supporting cast contributing as necessary. And the shot selection, look, they only took 24 threes. Of the 70 shots, they only took 24 threes, so they had to get a lot of it inside the arc, gritty against a stingy Orlando defense. Yes, there's no Paolo, there's no Franz, but that defense is still there. And then when the ref, on top of that, like you said, when the referees are allowing them to play physically, it becomes a gritty game. You still got to earn it.
Absolutely. And I like this style of play.
Me too.
Because this is what you're gonna get in the postseason.
Yeah.
Like, it's not gonna be all these fouls left and right. And what's funny, CP, is that because of like doing game of the week preview, as soon as I follow any other content creator for any like other team, like the Magic, my feed just gets a whole blend of like games. So it's like tonight, I see fans are complaining like, oh, what happened to Suggs? He, on that Deuce McBride block shot, he grabs him on the shoulder. That should be a foul. Well, I agree with you. You got Magic fans complaining about the 3-point shot that Brunson was able to draw on the other side. I'm like, it goes both ways, man. I can't really complain about the refs at night. Like, it's not like the Houston Rockets call last year where it's obvious, like, that completely alters the entire game. It's going to go both ways. Refs are going to miss stuff. Knicks get some calls. Magic get some calls. I can't blame the refs for everything on how everything's officiated.
As long as it's consistent for me, bro, and I thought they were. I thought Zach Zarb and those guys were consistent. They let it go on both sides of the ball. So that's all I can ask for. If it's going to be physical on one side, allow it to be on the other side, and I thought it was. I thought it was.
And look, at the end of the day, Knicks had 30 free throw attempts.
There you go.
Magic had 13.
They had 13. So you can't really, you know what I'm saying? You can't really bawl about it, because I thought they got their fair share of opportunities. So good job there. And then, the thing that I like, the thing that I always harp on, especially around this time of year, when you get to that quarter season mark and you're seeing teams more than once now, you got to start factoring in tiebreakers, man. I'm big on tiebreakers when it comes to playoff seeding. The Magic are in the 3rd seed. The Knicks are the 4th seed. This extra game that was a result of both teams losing in the in-season tournament will be now 4 times that they see each other this season. Knicks go up on the season series 2-0. They're going to see this Magic team again on the 27th in 12 days back in Orlando. Try to wrap that up early with no Paolo, no Franz. Take advantage, get that game, wrap up the season series so that if you come into some tiebreaker situations later on in the season, you got that edge already.
For sure. And at this point, too, you want to see the consistency of the team, too. You think about the tiebreakers and stuff of that nature. At this point of the season, I also want to see this team, develop that true consistency, gutting out wins. I want them to look at other opponents on the schedule where, all right, you're going to see the Timberwolves, right? A Western Conference team. That one's going to have a lot of emotions in that one because that's the team we did a lot of trade with. But even next month, right, you're going to have OKC twice. At this part of the season, I want you to get up for those games because you didn't do that against Dallas.
Yeah.
You got to get up for these are the teams that are going to be making, even though they're not in the Eastern Conference, these are teams that are making a push to go for the NBA title. And so you got to show up for those games and show what you're made of because those are true tests. Whether or not they're in your conference, those are true tests, and you want to see where you match up as in the league. So outside of just like thinking about tiebreakers, this is the point of the season where consistency should already start being in motion. We should already understand like where guys are going to be on the court and so forth.
Yeah.
Defense should be getting closer to being on a string. Now is at the time for how do we match up with other teams in the league.
Good point. Good point. Salute to everybody in the chats, wherever you guys are watching from, man. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram. Salute to you guys. We're going to get to the caller portion of the show. Call us up, man, 657-383-1509. Or you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord. We're going to do our giveaway today. Remember, I told you every post game between now and Christmas, we're going to be doing our giveaway. A couple other announcements to make as well. So we got an action-packed show for you guys. So make sure you guys are tapping in. Hit the like button, share button, fire button, whatever it is, and make sure that you are subscribing to the channel. And if you guys were there, MSG South was very loud and proud at the Kia Center. If you guys were in the building tonight, call us up with the stadium report and let us know what the vibe was like in the building. Okay, all right, let's get to the Discord. King Matthews, if you're there, go ahead and unmute your mic. King Matthews.
Fellas, how you doing tonight?
Good, man. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling really good. After that tough loss against Atlanta. A game like this, perfect way to bounce back. And not gonna lie, I gotta give credit to Atlanta though. They play really good defense, but man, they love to hack us, man. Yeah. Especially Jalen Suggs. I don't know what's worse, his shooting or his hairstyle, man. So that man's 25 and he's bald. Come on, man. And lastly,
my man needs to let it go. He do need to let it go. Just come on home, man. He just go ahead and rock the baldy, man. Just come on home, man. You know, Derek White did it. Man. You just gotta handle your handles, man.
Yeah, but for Derek White, he knows how to rock it. Jalen Suggs, I don't know what you're doing, my brother. Mikal Bridges, big bounce back game for you. Yeah. For that, I changed my name. Mikal shut down Suggs. Loved it. Lastly, and this is okay. Yeah. Before I go, this is a question. Mm-hmm. This is about Cat.
Okay.
2020 game.
Yeah.
The way he's been playing, does he? Well, let's just say this. Does he need to be in the MVP talks? Because the way he's been playing, just like Brunson from last year, he needs to be talked in the MVP talks, man. Top 5, heck, top 4. Because we all know he could rebound, but rebounding like this, this guy's special, man.
He's a monster,
anyway,
man.
y'all.
Appreciate the call, man.
Yeah, man.
King Matthews.
Yes, sir. Y'all take it easy.
Yes, sir. King Matthews on the check-in. I think he'll get some consideration out, but I mean, obviously there's clearly players that are above him. You know, Giannis is going beast mode, man. You know, a couple weeks ago we was ready to say Jokic is about to run away with this, but don't sleep on the Greek Freak, man. Greek Freak is still balling.
Yo, the way that did you watch yesterday's game? How they were playing, man.
I did.
They're resurging.
Yeah.
You know, getting Chris Middleton back. He's the only guy that can really help set up Giannis, but getting him back changed that entire dynamic of that team. Yeah. But look, Jeff, shout out to KFTV Jeff. Jeff and I discussed this on the Hornets post game. So shout out to King Matthews for bringing it back up. But I think Cat will be in the top 5 MVP consideration. He's saying top 4. I think he's going to be in top 5. The way that he's playing points, he's leading the league in rebounds right now. You just see the passing that he offers as well to this team when everything's really clicking on offense. Cat is just another guy who can just continue that ball movement and find guys who are cutting. And so because of that, offering all 3 phases of that game, I think he will be an MVP consideration. And we even saw when he was out against the Pistons, it shows how important he is, because even though his defensive presence is here and there, right? The thing is that what he offers you offensively cannot be recreated on this roster.
Can't.
The fact that you could just dump it down to him in the paint and that he could drive from at the top of the key or just knock down threes, like the physicality that he brings offensively wears down opposing teams. Yeah. And so once he's wearing them down from that standpoint, to now have to go back and guard or just play offense, I should say. If they're guarding him now, they got to go back and play offense. It's a lot of effort that they're using, especially the way that he can score. I think he'll be a top 5 because of that.
Yep.
But I don't think he'll be able to win it. I think there's just other teams that you'll just watch saying, there's, you know, because of guys like Giannis and Jokic, how much they like truly tilt the scale of that team. Like without them, they're nothing.
Yeah.
This team is just way too talented, all in the starting 5, where it's like, if you do miss Cat, it may take some time to readjust. But I would find that this team could do something similar as what they did last year when they lost Randall. So I think for a voting standpoint, voters would look at Cat at that aspect.
Yeah, good points. Definitely good points by you. And, you know, on the Cat, in terms of, you mentioned his offensive impact and his overall gravity. In the offseason, when just before they even got him and before they, made all these moves, we talked about the Knicks being dead last in the league in terms of their pulling opposing centers away from the basket, being able to stretch the floor. And that was a graphic by Sports Radar. They were dead last. Now this year, complete opposite. This is what the cat effect looks like. So this year, I'm pulling up the graphic right now. Last year they were dead last. This year, they're amongst the best. They're right there about fourth. OKC first. You have the Pacers and the Spurs up there, but then you have the Knicks, Nuggets, Heat, all within that little quadrant there. So it matters, man. His gravity is a major contributing factor to the overall effectiveness of this team's offense.
Absolutely. And look, like I just said, for like his MVP consideration, you just see that watching that Pistons game where the Knicks lost. You just saw not having him, especially for rebounding as well, absolutely missed. So Cat's impact on this team is very much necessary for this new construction, right? It's a very modern team. It's a 5-out system, and you need Cat for his offensive impact and his rebounding to do whatever the Knicks going to do moving forward. This team is like, even though they don't have the depth as they've had in years past, this team is so top heavy where even though I think they could still hang within the top 6 if they lost somebody, it's still a dramatic drop of what this team looks like fully healthy.
Yeah. Shout out to Flock on the IG. He says Cat is definitely at least 4th in the race after tonight's game. So he's putting them in there. Salute to Flocka. Brother Wyatt on the IG side, I see you. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Okay, Sirech NYK on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Sirech NYK.
Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir. How you feeling, man?
Doing well, especially with today's great bounce back win.
Sure.
But this is Sirech again from New York. I know previously I said Queens, but my support is for our team known as the New York Knicks, not Queens Knicks.
Okay. And well, Queens got the money anyway, man. Salute to you, man.
Yes. Thanks to KnicksFanTV for your informative, welcoming platform, especially after that last loss. It was very disheartening.
Yeah.
So it was really nice to get on. There's some technical issues that didn't connect, but I appreciated the program still. Okay. So everyone like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, you heard the man. Shout out to Sirech, man.
Big picture. Be patient, like Hart said pregame.
Yeah.
Early in today's game, though, the 3 straight turnovers were, it's become a recent concern.
Yeah.
And I thought that Orlando's tenacious physical defense was a direct challenge, and actually gave some flashbacks to the good old days of NBA hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
Sure. I really enjoyed it. But it was a nice bounce-back win with Captain Brunson leading, Cat rebounding, and then the team's second-half intensity pulled up many notches. I think Hart would be the one that was really leading on that, along with Captain Brunson.
Sure.
And then I would say that Orlando is really underrated when they get Banchero and Wagner back. I don't think we should sleep on them. I see some of the comments I don't. They're really rather underrated.
Yeah. And when I was talking about, appreciate the call, man. Sure, I appreciate the call. My man comes through. He comes through. Now knocks on the door, takes his shoes off at the door. Manners and respect. Every show. He bigs us up, man. I like that guy, man. Call back anytime, man. I like that guy. I had somebody on Twitter. Oh man, it's the Magic. It's just the Magic. Why are we getting so excited? I said, listen, Brunson still had to cook against that defense. You could say no Paulo, no Franz. The defense is still damn good. They're still good defense. We talked about how good the Milwaukee Bucks are playing. They needed crunch time, Dame time, and Giannis to beat this same Orlando Magic team.
Dude, this Magic team should not be swept up.
They're good.
I mean, look, this team won by the Knicks won by 9, and the Magic shot like crap.
Yeah,
and they were still in this. They were still in. I mean, we can't just overlook them. They literally don't have their 2 top guns, and they are still in these games. Kudos to Jamal Mosley for getting the best out of these guys.
He's a great coach, man.
He is coaching the living daylights out of this team.
He's a great coach.
But the Magic should not be slept on whatsoever. I mean, just because what we did to them 2 weeks ago when Franz was on the court does not mean that we would be able to do this this team still needs to get healthy.
Yeah.
I take the win, very gritty. Like I said earlier, these type of wins, you want to play this type of style because you're going to be seeing this in the postseason. Obviously you'll take it, but this Magic team should not be slept on whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, their offense is woeful, and that's what saved the Knicks, I think, tonight. But once those two guys get back, their defense, man, the size that they have across the board, their guards. Look at Jet Howard. What is Jet Howard? 6'6", 6'7"?
Yep.
Anthony Black. You got KCP. You got Suggs. Then you got Jonathan Isaac. This kid, De Silva. I really liked him in the draft too. I mean, obviously he was a little too high.
He was knocking him down, man. They left him wide open way too many times. I was like, yo, this is his highest scoring game.
Good cutting.
I mean, obviously they needed scoring from somewhere, but he was taking the open shots very well.
Yeah.
I mean, look, the Magic, once they get Paolo and Franz back on the court together, that team is going to be totally different. I mean, Paolo himself is just a bucket. So
100%.
You know, we haven't faced this team fully healthy yet. And that could be to sometimes a team's strength where you don't see them healthy. And then next thing you know, it's like, because it's a different game plan, right? It's a different strategy. All right, how do we go into tonight's matchup? They don't have their two top guns. What are they going to try to do? What should we take away from them? Tonight, you know, they're a bad three-point shooting team without their guys. So they're going to focus on trying to get into the paint as much as they can, which they did. And still, based on that, the Knicks were still able to bring enough pressure where they were not able to get easy looks within 15 to 0 feet around the rim. Yeah. So for that, the game plan had to change. Put Paolo and Franz back in there, this game plan changes again. And we've yet to see this entire team healthy. So since we haven't seen this entire team healthy, we haven't had to use that game plan, right? And so you have no idea what it looks like. And this actually goes back to, you know, facing team multiple times, right? Now that you've faced the Magic twice and you get to play them again, it goes towards like a postseason matchup, right? How do you adjust? This is what they did last game. How do you adjust for this game? And so it's constantly fine-tuning. So that's also why I like the middle of the season. You talk about consistency, you know, trying to win for matchups, for postseason matchups, or just rankings in the schedules you mentioned, and just like picking out parts of the schedule. Like, all right, where we match up? How do we face against this team? So
good points.
There's a lot going on at this point, man.
Good points, man. My guy Sirech is checking in from Queens, man. Wherever you guys are from, wherever you guys are watching from, throw your cities, throw your state, throw your country in the chat. Let us know where you're tapping in from, man, and we will shout you guys out, man. KFTV's Postgame Live, presented by Manscaped. And let's go with it, man. Let's load up some more people on the Discord. Do we have Rambo? Rambo, are you there? Rambo from Tampa. Let's go.
Yo, CP Alex, salute, salute.
How you feeling, bro?
You know man, listen, I'm doing great, man. I'm stuck in traffic right now, but it's not a worry because I'm leaving home with a W.
Let's go.
I was in the building today.
Let's
Section
go.
104.
Nice. 104.
Listen, I wasn't by myself.
Okay.
I had little mans with me. First game.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Oh, man, listen, I'm not even worried about it, man. We might miss school tomorrow. Listen. Yeah. I'm just going to be real with you, man. Yeah. I created a Knicks fan, a genuine Knicks fan tonight. He just seen all the fans going out there crazy. So salute. Yeah. If you was in the building tonight, salute to you guys, bro, because you guys had the atmosphere going right now, man. There wasn't an Orlando Magic fan around me. I couldn't even talk no smack. We was all giving high fives and hugs, man.
You couldn't even trash talk.
Shout out MSG South Central, man. If you know, you know, man. That's what it is.
Yes, sir.
Listen, but man, the game, I'm not gonna lie, man. It was such a good game, man. This first time this year I've been able to watch this team play, and it's different, man. It was so gritty, man. Shout out to your boy Mikhail. He got angry early. Yeah. He got real chippy early, man. They got under his skin and he really let them have it, and I love that, man. Yeah. Shout out to Karl Anthony Towns, 22 rebounds. And look, and I'm gonna be so real with you guys. He earned every single one, because not one was easy, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. That Magic team, that's a real gritty, tough team, man.
Grinding team.
You know, so, you know, and shout out to that one Orlando Magic fan that was trying to call Cat soft. I told him, man, that's Minnesota Cat. This is New York Alley Cat now. Listen, once he said that, Anthony came with the elbow. I said, I think he must have heard you. You might want to pipe down. But no, man, tonight was awesome, man. You know, I wish we was in the play-in.
Yeah.
But But I'm gonna be real with you, the tickets was at such a nice price, man, and it was a pop-up game. I'm so happy. Only thing I wish you guys would have came out here, because this would have been the game for the meetup, man.
Yeah,
I know
we gotta plan it, man. It's in the works.
I know, and I don't think we even play Orlando out here again this year.
They do the 27th. The 27th.
Oh man, look, I was looking at them tickets a month ago. There was 3 times what I bought this ticket for.
Yeah, they was crazy, man. They put the New York tax in those tickets for the 27th, bro.
Oh my God, my homeboy called me with these. He threw a discount on them. I said, oh. I had to explain to wifey. I said, yo, wifey, and mind you, I've been doing fellas, this is why you take care of business.
This is why you do it. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. You had an impromptu road trip with your main dog, man. Wifey let you go, man.
Man, she said, all right, it's a boys' weekend.
Let them know. Let them know, man. Rambo got the manuscript.
We took a stroll downtown Orlando and seen the. Nah, let me just chill. Little man only 12, but I said let's just take a stroll. We good, man. Hey, salute to you guys.
Yeah, man.
Josh, I know you listen. The APs are better in the summer. You dig? Let's go.
Yo, Rambo, man. Safe travels. Get home safe, and we'll chop it up with you, man. The Rambo from Tampa report. Always action packed, man. Shout out to our guy Rambo, man.
Salute.
See, this is what you got to do, gentlemen. You got when you're in a relationship, you got to bank stuff up. You got to work hard.
You got to, man.
This is how you do it.
You got to earn your currency, man. And then, boom, when you got to make a move, it's no problem. It's no problem. You know?
Because what's she going to say at this point? She's like,
Yeah.
And then you play that psychology game. She's not like, he's been doing so much. I got to let him do this.
Took the garbage out, did the dishes, you know? Do what you got to do,
the meal here and there. Who knows?
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do, fellas, man, to get out here. This is a family show. This is a wife-friendly show. You know, the wives do like us. They like KFTV, man. They don't mind that we're on in the living room, man, because, you know, you got 3 hours of Knick game, then you got like an hour and a half, 2 hours of KFTV. That's like 5 hours right there. So
you know what they say? You know what they gotta be happy about, man? At least they're home. At least the men are home. You know what I mean? Like, they're home.
That's right.
They're right in front of you. You know where they are.
Yeah. You know?
Why be mad?
Why be mad? So to everybody in the chat. Oh, we got a $20 super chat from BLW. He's checking in from Richmond via Brooklyn, New York. So shout out to everybody in VA. You should dribble down in VA myself. He says, considering Cat's impressive offensive but ongoing defensive struggles, how much should the Knicks prioritize finding a defensive anchor to complement his game, and who might be a realistic target?
His name is Mitchell Robinson.
His name is Mitchell Robinson. But look, man, you know, I had Bondi on the show, Stephen Bondi, Post Insider. Doesn't seem like they're getting Mitch anytime soon. So I don't think that's it's not going to be a good thing to rely on Mitch. I think what you're going to have to hope for is that that platoon of Precious, maybe Sims, Huck Porty's hurt. You just got to hope for improvement from within, man. I don't think they go out there and trade off a roster piece. Every single guy that's playing right now in this rotation is needed.
Oh, 1,000%.
and your most tradable guys is Payne, McBride, Precious, and Mitch. You need all of them. But we'll see. You know, is there a second round pick that they can find that they can scrape together and go get somebody? It's possible.
The thing is, man, at this point, like, they got to be careful about the second apron. That's really right. That's the whole thing about this. And so
that's right.
If they make a deal and they get into that second apron, you've covered it many times. They're essentially stuck with this team, and you can't really make that many moves once you cross that threshold. Yeah. So they're trying to be as judicious and pragmatic as possible, and they're trying to make sure that they're getting the right guy. I mean, if they can get someone like Walker Kessler in here, or Kessler.
Yeah,
that's what Walker. I mean, of course, they're going to be happy. So it's like, you know, man, like deal with Danny Ainge is going to be tough to do. Nick Richards is another guy. Obviously, that there was reports that they were interested in as well from Charlotte. Does Charlotte decide to like blow it up because their guys are constantly injured? They're not really going anywhere. It looks like. I mean, those are really the two guys I see the Knicks making a move for. But other than that, you're going to have to wait for Mitch to come back.
Yeah.
And I know Bondi said that's, you know, like he doesn't look like he's returning anytime soon, but and then you got to factor in the rehab, getting in game shape and stuff of that nature, but that's the guy. That is truly the guy. I don't see the Knicks making a move unless they know that they're getting a good return and they're comfortable finagling even more so that second apron.
Yeah, no question about it, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys CP and Alex on the ones and twos. The DraftKings post-game show. Knicks did beat the Magic 100-91, and we are taking calls from the fans. We're going to hear from Will from LI, and then we'll get to our key stats of the night. Will, go ahead and unmute your mic.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You guys got me?
Loud and clear, man. Happy holidays, my guy. How you feeling, Nate?
Hey, happy holidays, man.
Yes,
CP, sir. Alex, hope you guys are having a good one. Everybody go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for your boys.
Hit that.
Yeah, CP, man. I mean, you can speak to this because from my understanding, you were at that last game too at the Garden. You know, just seeing Trae Young, I was there as well. I was chopping it up with Alex on the previous show. That was a very tough game, and that just really in that game specifically just showed us our deficiencies as a team and how I just feel like we're not complete. You know, I really like this win today. I felt like the defense picked it up, and that you know that Magic defense was aggressive. You know, when I looked at that Magic team, I really felt like it was kind of looking into a mirror of the old Knicks. Yeah. You know, now we have more talent, but the previous thing that I just had like that really tough, hard-nosed defense, and I just want to get a semblance of that. I don't think we're going to be that team all the way just due to the personnel, but I want to get better at the defense. And this is going to bring me to the question, CP. Now you were over here talking about trades, and I think this was a great segue because I was talking about trades. Okay, I want to talk about some people. Okay, specifically two people. Okay. All right, I think that our perimeter defense is still not where it needs to be, and I don't know if you guys heard, but it sounds like the Pelicans are having a fire sale, and I'm looking at Trey Murphy III, man. I think Trey Murphy III would be a great fit on this team. I don't know what's going to take to get him. I know you just mentioned
whatever it is going to take, we ain't got it. We broke.
Say it again.
We broke. Whatever it takes, and we ain't got it. We broke right now. we broke.
Be tough, man. Listen, I'm hoping that Leon Rose, the Godfather, can do something. I don't know.
Nobody.
Oh man, I mean, there's him, and then the other guy I was looking at, maybe at a cheaper price, maybe a Benedict Mathurin on the Indiana Pacers, somebody like that. I just feel like we need a wing coming off that bench that can really slide into the 2, the 3, the 4, and really just play big, because sometimes when we go to our bench, I just feel like we're too small. Shout out to Precious, but either way, I just want to see what you guys think about that. Shout out to the team.
Sure.
Love you guys. You guys keep doing your thing, man.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
I think my man needs to put down the NBA 2K.
Don't do that to Will.
Listen, we love Will. He's a day one, man. Will was literally like one of the first callers ever. Call back anytime, Will. You know that. But I am a little surprised, man. Like, you're bringing up names that are just not realistic, man.
I mean, the report says that the Pelicans are not trying to trade any of their young guys, specifically Herb Jones and Trey Murphy III. Two guys I'd love to have on this roster.
Yeah.
I just don't see that happening. I mean, the caveat to that report was that the Pelicans are open to trading anybody.
Yeah.
But if they're not looking to trade Herb Jones or Trey Murphy III, that means you got to pay probably a little bit more than you're expecting to get those guys in return.
Yeah.
So I don't see the Knicks making a deal like that. I think Herb Jones would be like the best option. I think you need a little bit more defensive presence on the wing, personally.
Didn't Trey Murphy just get a bag?
Who? Trey Murphy said?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did get a bag.
Yeah, he just got his rookie extension.
Yes.
Not realistic, man. They're only listening because they're trying to rebuild.
Look, man, the Knicks are do you think the Knicks are in a trade market?
They always will be. They always are at the deadline. But you're going to Dollar Tree, man. You ain't going to Arwan. What's the little bougie supermarket they got in California? Arwan?
Yeah.
You ain't going there. You're going to Dollar Tree. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Not Family Dollar? What's wrong with Family Dollar?
Family Dollar? Hey, nothing wrong with that. You get it in how you get it in. I go there and get some things.
What about Dollar General? You like them too?
They're all right.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, so now we're getting a little too high class for a dollar store at this point.
Yeah,
well,
man.
Excuse me.
You try to go to R1 with a couple of bucks, you're not gonna get too far, man. So I think we're just gonna have to wait and see. Like the names that could come about at the trade deadline just may not be as obvious, but I think they will be active.
How about this?
Yeah.
Shout out to KFTV Jalen. He just dropped an article today on some recent trades. So make sure to go to KnicksFanTV.beehive.com to subscribe to our newsletter. And when you do subscribe, make sure you confirm your email. All right. Make sure you confirm it so that way you can get the updates. If you don't confirm, you won't get all the newsletters. So make sure to check your inbox to confirm. But I'll give you one option that KFTV Jalen wrote down right here. I want to know your thoughts on it. Robert Williams III and Chris Murray for Mitchell Robinson and Jericho Sims and let's see and a 2025 protected first via Washington, which isn't that great anyway, and a 2026 second round pick. Boston or Washington holds right to the swaps. So we'd be giving up Mitchell Rob, Jericho Sims. And 20. No, you're not doing that.
You know what? Because Jalen did do a good job on the newsletter. Make sure you guys tap into the newsletter. Let's save this one for next weekly. Let's save this one for next week because we got a lot to do today. So let's save it for next weekly, and we'll get to it, man. But shout out to KFTV Jalen for tapping in on our newsletter. Make sure you guys are signing up for the newsletter.
Yo, he went in.
He went in.
He went in on this. Oh my God! If you all want your trade content, my man came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades.
Yeah, you did a good job on it, man. So let's table that for Knicks Weekly tomorrow. Got a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss, and we'll get to it, man. CP the Fanchise, Alex Sotaros on the ones and twos. Let's get to the that's a Jalen Brunson player of the game. Shout out to Brunson. He is our DraftKings player of the game. But let's get to the key stats of the night, Al, presented by DraftKings. Knicks shoot 46.5% from the field, 41 from 3, 10 to 24 from downtown. Magic, conversely, 40 and 30, respectively. Knicks, 24-30 from the charity tribe, just as you said, man. Knicks did get to the free throw line 30 times, despite a lot of people having issues with the officiating. They shot 80% from the stripe. They won the rebounding battle, which was key. Again, they got embarrassed by the Hawks on the boards, especially on the defensive rebounding side of things. They were able to shore things up tonight, winning the rebounding battle. 38 of those 45 rebounds coming from the defensive side, so I thought that was a good idea there. Good job there by the Knicks. They lost the assist battle 20-24. 19 turnovers for the Knicks led to 15 Magic points. They were able to turn the Magic over 15 times, getting 17 points off of that. They lose the fast break battle 14-10. Points in the paint, relatively fair, 48-42. They did lose that one there, but I still did like the way that the Knicks attacked the paint and did not settle for their usual three-point arsenal. And then largest lead of the night for the Knicks was 16-3 for the Orlando Magic. What'd you think, man?
Rebounding was key, as you mentioned. I do like that they came out winning that battle. The thing that I really liked the most from this Knicks outing was the second chance points. I like seeing the Knicks get back to their roots under a Tom Thibodeau-led team, grabbing offensive boards, getting second chance opportunities, limiting opponents from getting being one and done and going out in fast break and just scoring in that manner. So I did appreciate that. And then when you look at the points in the paint, as you brought up, look at how good of a job that they did again. I know Orlando won 48-42 when it comes to that category, but the fact that the Magic shot essentially 42%, and that's really where they do most of their damage, and they only mustered up 48 points in the paint. Shout out to the Knicks defense for doing such a good job, especially on the perimeter, for preventing those guys to get into rhythm. But the biggest thing of them all, Magic only shot 30% from downtown. They're a bad three-point shooting team as it is, but you made sure that they stayed bad. And even, because sometimes we could play a bad team that doesn't shoot the three ball that well, and they will knock the lights out against us, man. Because the way Tibbs likes to play defense, he just allows the threes to stay open. But tonight, Magic didn't shoot the three ball that well. Appreciate it. And the big thing, bouncing back after shooting free throws poorly against the Hawks. 80% from the free throw line. Love to see it. Come on, Brunson. Gotta knock a few more down, man. A few more down.
100%, man, 100%. So that was our key stats of the night, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Hey, Knicks fans, it's the most wonderful time of year for getting in on all the hoops, football, and hockey action at DraftKings Sportsbook. In the season of giving, we're being gifted college football and basketball, pro football and basketball, and pro hockey too, almost 24/7. And here's a gift for all new customers. Bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. And that's through the DraftKings Sportsbook, man. Use our code KFTV to get that promotion. And happy holidays from DraftKings, man. The crown is yours. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. Remember, 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario, and the bet must win to receive the reward. Plus, bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball. Okay. All right, let's get to some more of our callers, man. On the line is the KnicksFix. Go ahead and unmute your mic. KnicksFix.
CP Alex, what's up, guys? What's going on?
How you feeling, man? Sunday night.
What up?
Knicks got the dub. How you feel, man?
Yeah, man, I'll take it, man. CP, I see you got the Woodson Bear going on tonight, so that's what's up.
The who? Did you hear when me and Woodson had the interview, man? Did you hear that? I played a little behind the scenes, man.
Nah, what did he say?
He said I got the best beard in the game, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know if you're using that just for men, or I don't know. It looks sharp tonight, though, man.
I need that Clyde for the gray hairs I got going on here, man. You know,
that's what's up, man.
I don't know if you married her in a relationship, man, but just tread lightly. Just kidding. Just kidding. Hopefully, she didn't hear that.
Guys. Right. Yeah, man. Just a few things, Alex. I think I called in the last game. You know, this might have been Mikhail's best defensive game of the year. Mm-hmm. I think he was finally, like you said, he was playing the point of attack on defense. He was actually making the other guards feel him. Like, it wasn't about steals and blocks, but he was actually up in their mug, making life difficult for them. However, there was one thing, man, at the 3:33 mark in the first quarter. That's when the game kind of shifted, because OG went to the bench with 2 fouls. Deuce comes in, and then he's really playing at that point of attack. That's why he's very important. That's why I think, Josh Hart, maybe, sometimes he's a turnstile on defense, but whatever, man, I'll take it. We'll see how they keep going. And then lastly, man, just to touch on one last thing, man, the rebounds. That's the one thing that I feel like we still need some help on. I know you guys were talking about trades earlier. There's only one thing I want to talk about is the first apron versus the second apron, right? So we're like $300K behind the second apron, which means we can't aggregate the salaries. So I think in order to get a guy like Walker Kessler, he's the guy that I really want. But if we want to get him, then we need to trade Mitch and Deuce. So because we need more salary going out than coming in, since Walker Kessler only makes like $3 million. That's the guy I really think, because then you would get back Sexton and Kessler. Yeah. That's what I think will push the team over the edge. But we'll see, man. Anyway, fellas, have a good night.
Appreciate it, man.
Take care, guys.
Tap in. Yep. KnicksFix on the Discord. Ainge wants picks, man. He don't want Mitch and dude. He wants picks. You gotta pay. Or I'm keeping my guy. I might get Cooper Flag, and then we're looking like the Utah Jazz out here. You know what I'm saying?
Who's getting Cooper Flag? You're saying
maybe
Utah?
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows, bro? You don't know. Lottery's lottery, man.
No, for sure. I would just say Cooper Flag would be like, Gordon Hayward's out there. Oh my God, we're back.
yeah, right. That's right. Salute to everybody in the chat, man.
People on Utah, we got him.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't the Kessler thing. I think that's a pipe dream. You got to look more bargain basement type of acquisitions here when it comes to what the Knicks can do.
Nick Richards than it is.
Yeah.
But we definitely do need help on the boards.
Yes.
When Cat is on the bench, I mean, it's tough to constantly rely on Josh Hart. Josh Hart, phenomenal rebounder, does a good job crashing in, but we need another solid big, and even when Jericho's out there, he's not necessarily the most, he's not necessarily the most solid rebounder out there. He can do. There's some nights he's fine, but we need somebody like Mitch who just knows how to clean the glass.
Yeah. Big time, man. Jalen Brunson was our DraftKings player of the game, Al. He met with Bill Pito and Alan Hahn after the game. Here's what the Brunson burner had to say. Let's go to him, man. This is him with Alan Hahn and Pito. Here's the Brunson burner.
Turn it up a little. Thanks so much for joining us. Congrats on the game. What was it like to be part of such a physical contest?
A lot of respect for them. Coach Mose, he gets them ready. And they're a physical bunch, man. No matter who's out there, man, they're going to play. And they're going to play their ass off. But, we found the way. And it's never easy. There's never a night off in this league.
And, Jalen, it seemed like, although you did get off to a good start in this game, you seemed to turn it up a little. You had a look in your eyes in that fourth quarter when it did get a little physical, and you decided you were going to fight fire with fire. And a couple of plays where you took it hard to the basket, physical, and the way you were celebrating, it wasn't with a smile. It was more with a growl, with anger. Is that what it took at that point to just take this game over?
I'm going out there and just playing, and whatever the emotion is needed is it is what it is at that point. Nothing's really like predetermined or anything like that, and that's just how I felt in that moment.
Jalen, down the stretch, obviously the win in hand. You had some fun there with the reaction when the challenge on the Anunoby foul ended up being a foul on you. You came over here, had a little laugh, but I guess that's how it goes sometimes, huh?
Yeah. Control what you can control. That's all I got to say.
Well, the one thing that you have control right now is you only play one game in a 7-day stretch. It is a rare break in the schedule where, of course, Tom Thibodeau will talk about practice time, but for you guys, it's also a rest time. How valuable is having this little break right now?
It's very valuable. It's important for us to be in the gym and continue to understand our concepts better and make sure we're together a little more and just keep being the team. And, just keep being the team. That's what's most important, and then we're going to continue to do that on this break.
All right, man. That was Captain Clutch Al. 31 points for the captain. His 61st 30-point game as a Knick, which is tied with Clyde for 8th most in franchise history, man.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. I mean, Brunson, that he had that growl as Han was talking about, and you could see that it was like, it's just the frustration. Like, you want calls too. Like, I get it. Players want to get calls. They feel like they're constantly being, slaughtered out there, especially against this Magic defense, which pretty sure the Magic are top in the league when it comes to fouling. Just give me 1 second.
15th in opponents' free throws. Yeah, about midway.
Yeah. So like you know that he wants to get calls too. So the fact that is just all of it coming together, saying, man, I'm battling. I'm just going at it, and we're getting there, man. You just see like that. It was a pivotal point of that game where the Magic team was just so close, and that's why, man. He was just letting out that growl.
Brunson burner was in his bag, man, and what I love too, by the end of the night, he was tired of Jalen Suggs and his theatrics, man. So you got to see that raw emotion from the captain, from Jalen Brunson, man, and because you saw that one time when they were going for a loose ball and he fell, and then Suggs was kind of like standing over him. I didn't really like that, and the captain didn't like that either. And then they get Jalen Suggs to foul out after he was karate chopping my man like 100 times. Dude. They finally called it, and Jalen Suggs fouled out of the game.
Grabbing the shorts, doing
everything. So
hey, man, and that look, they're gonna do that. You're gonna try to get away with as much as possible and see what is fair game.
Yeah.
Magic are 9th in the league with committing the most fouls throughout the game. 9th.
There you go. There you go, man. Go ahead. Finish.
No, they average 20.3 fouls a game.
There you go, man. Good stuff by you. And speaking of Jalen Suggs, shout out to Sister Brunson, Erica Brunson, man. Friend of the program, Al, says, I love when people poke the bear.
I saw that tweet.
I love it. I love it, man. Her Twitter petty game is off the charts because she's clapping at the haters. She's giving us some background information on some things that's happening with the game storylines. So I like that. You know, Erica jumps in, her contributions to Twitter. I like that, man. Great job. Poke the bear, man.
For sure. Like, you remember when Kawhi was on the Spurs or even on the Raptors? Like, he didn't really show much emotion, but when you saw emotion, you're like, oh, it's something's there. Something's really getting to him, and like he's now like locked in. Same thing with Brunson, man.
Yeah,
guy's always locked in, but you know once he released that growl, it was like, all right, it's over. I'm done. Yeah, done with you. And look, you saw like once Suggs got thrown out of the game, he was like, yeah, get out of here. You're done with it, man. Done with you. Yeah. Just I'm happy that you're gone.
He was completely over the theatrics, and he burned him. Shout out to the burner, man. All right, we're going to get to some phone calls, and then we got to do our giveaway, man. I got a nice holiday gift for someone, especially someone who is either a New Yorker or planning to come to New York. I got something nice for them, man. Got something nice. Okay, 929, what's your name? Where you calling in from? 929. Oh, these guys are missing their chance here. All right, we're going to drop 929. Let's go to 314. What area code is that? 314. What's your name? Where you calling in from?
CP, Alex, Jay from the Lou.
Jay from the Lou. Coming from the middle of the map. Our guy Jay from the Lou is back in action. How you feeling, man? Long time, bro.
Man, much love, man. It's your chairman from the STL chapter, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm going to get into it real quick. I know y'all got y'all callers.
Yep.
First quarter of the season view, man, it was sluggish, you know. A lot of it has to do with our defense, man. We got to get so much better. So second quarter, I definitely wanted to see this, you know, defense get better in these next, you know, couple games, 20 games actually.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I know people saying, you know, Mitch this. I can't wait till he come back, man. I feel like he in that chamber right now, getting ready. So I know he's gonna come back in that third quarter. So I'm hoping in the third quarter of the season he really get like a good 10 games of just, you know, getting ready, getting playoff ready and things like that. So I'm really ready to see that, man. Shout out to the replay game, man. I'm always in the comments. I'm the person that's in there every time the next day, 2 days later.
Always commenting, man.
Shout out to JJ. Shout out to Cody Glockster, man, the American Nightmare.
Yeah.
I see you, man. Much love coming from the middle of the map.
Salute, man. Jay from the Lou on the check-in. Salute to everybody, man, on Knicks fans worldwide, wherever you guys are tapping in from. We definitely appreciate you, man. Jay's been a day one and always tapping in, leaving comments, calling in. So he is a active member of our community, man. So shout out to Jay. BLW, Al, gifted 5 KnicksFanTV channel memberships. Ooh. So he's in the in the business of giving here. You know what I mean?
Look at that, man. Yeah. I mean, you got the holiday season upon us, and look, he's decided to be Chris Kringle, you know?
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to BLW, man. Spreading the holiday cheer. That's what we like to see here, man. Okay. All right, let's take another one, and then we will announce our holiday gift of the night. 646, what's your name? Where you calling in from?
This is C-Tech, Bronx born, Orlando chilling.
Let's go.
CP, Alex?
Were you at the game tonight, my man?
I was at the game. I was 2-3 rows behind Cat's Pops.
Okay. Right there on the baseline. I saw Cat's Pops on the baseline there by the Orlando bench.
Yo, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy game. Real quick, because I know you probably got callers and you're going to announce that joint.
Yeah.
But the way Mo Wagner was hitting our front line, man.
Yeah.
We're too small. Precious is way too small. You know, just going against the 5.
Yeah.
You know?
Precious had a little trouble with him in the beginning. He did.
We need Mitch ASAP, or we need to bring somebody in ASAP. I loved what I saw from Jalen. Jalen took over the game, especially in that fourth, man. Those threes, and you know, I was chirping with the Orlando dancers or whatever, trying to quiet me down. It ain't freaking happening because this is Madison Square Garden in Orlando, Florida. Shout out, salute to everybody in KnicksFanTV. Alex, CP, thank you so much. Knicks fans, like, comment, subscribe. Let's go.
Salute, fam. Orlando family. Okay.
Got the Garden report right there, my man.
Yeah, we getting our stadium reports, man. You're getting our stadium report, so shout out to him. Okay.
I purposely said Garden because it is Madison Square Garden South. All right.
It is MSG South for sure. 631, what's your name? Where you calling in from? Hello.
Hello?
Yes,
You
sir.
hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, sir. How you feel?
What's up? What's up, man? It's Bryce in Orlando.
Okay. How was the game? You at the game? How was it, man?
Yeah, man. Definitely MSG South in there, man.
Yeah.
I look in the crowd. All you see is blue and orange.
Nice.
You see a little sprinkle of blue.
What section? What section were you?
Section 118.
Okay.
I was like in a little terrace.
Okay. Nice.
So, overall, good win for the guys. You know, love seeing them up close. Cat's a monster. 22 boards. I seen it up close. He's the real deal. Brunson got in his bag late. In the beginning, he was struggling a little bit. His little shimmy shake wasn't working, but he wound up getting it together. And like the guys said, I feel like we just a small team, especially like with Michael and OG at that 4 and 3. Some of these guys are like when Goga comes out there, he's blocking shots. He's just a big guy. So I just want to see our front line just be a little stronger, help Cat out. This guy Cat's been having 22 rebounds, 15 rebounds. He needs help crashing the board.
He does. He does, man. And as you said, the Orlando Magic had 10 block shots tonight. Not used to the Knicks being the undersized squad these days, man. But, Ihart and Mitchell really missed on this team.
Oh, for sure. I looked at the Jumbotron. They said 10 blocks, the Knicks 0. I said, oh, geez.
Yeah, 10 blocks, man. So, yeah, that Magic defense is good, man. Appreciate the call, man. Call back anytime, man. Shout out to Orlando.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes, sir. All right, man. A lot of stadium reports for us, Al. A lot of stadium reports, man.
CP, it is Madison Square Garden. We have a large contingent of Knicks fans in the South Division. Look, you go to Atlanta, you go to Charlotte, you go to Orlando, you go to Miami.
We there. We heavy there, man.
Even everywhere, man.
Yeah.
We're everywhere.
Speaking of Miami, shout out my guys, man. Jay and Rebecca tapping in from the 305. They went up to Orlando to tap in on the game. And shout out to them, man. Diehard Knicks fans, always supporting their team. They travel too. They are road warriors, rather. So they made the trip up to Orlando. Shout out to my people down there. It's my 305 family there. All right, 682. What's your name? Where you calling in from?
Hey, yo, salute. It's your boy, Lord Scientist.
There he is, Lord Scientist. How you feeling, man?
I'm good. I've been trying to catch you for the last couple of shows so I could close, but I was a little late. But anyway, check.
Okay.
I'm going to keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, dig this. And I really want you to address it because, we tune in the KnicksFanTV for the real and the update the way it's supposed to be. And I heard this little discrepancy with Sham saying the thing about Mitch coming the end of January, February. Then Coach Tibbs said he ain't heard nothing about it. And I think Ian Begley spoke on it. What is the real going on with Mitch? He ain't no snitching. And shout out to Cody Glock.
Yeah, it just seems like they want to give him extended amount of time to rehab and really come back right. It just all depends on how he is rehabilitating. But it seems like there's no concrete timetable. They're just saying, maybe January, February, we'll just have to see where he is. And that's it. And you got to see where his conditioning is, how he's moving out there, how he's healed up. Because clearly he's not healed quite yet. So I think it's just a situation where you have a guy who's been injured so many times that you want to really have him in a good program and in a good spot before you just rush him back and then he gets re-injured again.
Right. And listen, also addressing the Knicks fans, dig this, everybody. Don't forget, Mitchie would have been back if it wasn't for that foul play by your man in Philly, Joel, doing that foolishness he did. Mitchie would have been back. But that set this whole timetable back because of what happened in Philly. On the next thing, right? We got Minnesota on Thursday. This is a thing now. So, I'm gonna let you go because I know you got other callers and stuff to do with the giveaway. But salute to you, CP, and salute to you, Alex, and my man CK2K once again holding it down. Shout out to the sponsors. Shout out to my man from the Lou. I heard him. Shout out. Salute. And address this Minnesota hype because we need to make a point of punishing them.
Yes,
and
sir. Appreciate the call, man. Lord Scientist on the check-in. Another KFTV day one, man. Shout out to our guy, Lord Scientist. Yeah, we're going to have Minnesota coming into town, so we're going to organize. We'll set up our Game of the Week preview. A shout out email out to our guy, John Krasinski. I'm sure he's going to be busy this week, so we'll see what day we can get him in. We'll have Knicks Weekly tomorrow. We got Stephon Marbury coming through on the show tomorrow as well. So we got a lot going on this week, man. Even though the Knicks only have one game, KFTV never takes a night off, man. We always working out. You know what I'm saying? Always working, bro.
Always working, man. We don't sleep. I mean, we love the Knicks. So what else do we do? I mean, we're the same people, CP. We're on vacation and we're talking about the Knicks. Talking about Obi Toppin and Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah.
There wasn't even much activity last season. You and I were both on vacation. Hey, let's just talk some Knicks, man.
Yeah.
But look, the one thing I want to say about Mitch, too, is that, you touched on it, I think that's a big thing we have to really emphasize, is that this team shouldn't want to rush Mitchell Robinson back. They shouldn't.
Yeah.
This guy has dealt with a lot of injuries throughout his entire career. You want to make sure that this guy is playing at 110% for the postseason. And just like I said earlier with how the schematics of Orlando will change once they get Powell and Franz back, teams won't know how to defend us either if they haven't really seen us with Mitch when he's back on this squad either. So it's fine. Let him come back fully healthy, rested, ready to go, because we saw it last season. Ward Scientist brought it up. Joel Embiid, like, Mitch was still playing hurt, and then next thing you know, you get something stupid like Joel Embiid, and then that's it's game over for him, right?
True.
So while we see Mitch rehabbing, doing some exercises, he constantly puts on social media, I also think that they wanted to make sure that he's comfortable too. Like, even though, like, that's really the thing. Is he comfortable? And you got to worry about him more so than anything else. So that's why if they're changing the date, it's to make sure that he's comfortable and ready to go.
Good points. Great points by you there, man. Okay. All right. So we're going to get to our giveaway. It's giveaway time, man. I'm a man of my word, Al. And I told the people that every post game between now and Christmas, we're going to be doing our holiday giveaways, man. This is a number one show for the fans, by the fans. We don't just sit up here and talk. We give back to the people who give to us. So shout out to our Fanchise channel members. We're going to go ahead and edit the chat and filter it by Fanchise channel members only, because this is a Fanchise channel member giveaway and promotion here. Okay, so let's go ahead and filter the chat first. Shout out to our loyal Fanchise channel members for their support. Today's giveaway, shout out to our guy New York Nico, man. Big time friend of the program. Big time friend of the program, man. Never misses a KFTV show. He sent me his Spotify year-end rap. We're number one on his list. Number one podcast listened to by New York Nico, man. Famed New York producer, filmmaker, content creator, whatever you want to call it. He is absolutely fantastic. I've been a fan of his work for some time now, and he does a great job, especially on his daily content and really bringing out the essence of New York, that old New York that people, especially of our generation, can relate to and appreciate. And so he came out with this incredible book, man, The Guide to New York City, where in this book, he goes through every borough, giving you the hidden gems to check out, restaurants, eateries, bookstores, like really, really good stuff here by New York Nico, organized by borough. And it shows you where to go, man. This is a must-have book for New Yorkers, for tourists, for people who are, who miss the city. This is it for you. And this is going to go to one lucky Fanchise channel member. We're actually giving away 3 over the span of time. Shout out to him. He's been very generous. But for tonight, we're going to give away 1 to somebody, to one of our Fanchise channel members. If, of course, Al, they get the trivia question right. Now, what is the question? You ask. Well, you didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you.
Oh, thanks.
The Knicks and the Magic have made 3 trades in their franchise's history. Who was the last player that the Knicks acquired from the Orlando Magic? The last prominent player. Well, just the most recent. So just say that. The most recent Knicks trade and the player that they acquired from the Orlando Magic. Yeah. We will wait for the audience. Let's see, man. Shout out to Starberry. He is in the IG side on the IG chat. Says we did our thing tonight. We took care of business like pros, man. Shout out to Steph. He'll be with us tomorrow for the afternoon show. The last player the Knicks acquired from the Orlando Magic via trade. Let's see, man. All right, Al. Well, we're not ready for your answer yet. The last player the Knicks got from the Orlando Magic via trade. Put your answers in the chat. Let's see, man. Okay, the answer is in. So, Alex, your answer, sir.
Oof. Is it Stevie Fanchise?
That would be the one before that in 2006. However, the most recent trade between these two teams came on July 9th in 2015 when the Knicks acquired Kyle O'Quinn. In a sign-in trade, the restricted free agent, Queens product. Queens get the money. We start with Queens. We're going to end with Queens tonight. Shout out. You see that? It all ties together. You see that?
Oh, I got a story about
call
Kyle
me the
O'Quinn,
conductor.
Too.
Huh?
I got a story about Kyle O'Quinn, too.
Shout out to KOC, man. 2015. They did get Iggy Brasdakis in that deal as well. But yeah. And so the winner is Lopez 104. Shout out to Lopez 104 on the YouTube side. A loyal Fanchise channel member. Shout out to Lopez 104. Lopez, go ahead and email us KFTVmedia at KFTVmedia@gmail.com with your address and proof of your YouTube name. And we're going to get this to you for the holidays, man. Happy holidays to you. King's Speech, shout out to Norfolk State. Absolutely. I was a Hampton guy myself. No disrespect. But we do, represent for the entire Tidewater area. So behold the green and gold. Shout out to Norfolk State, man. Absolutely.
I'm glad that you're not holding any animosity between colleges, in your area. It's still big.
Only Howard. We still are the real HU. But that's it. Everybody else gets love and respect, except for Howard. Yeah. we don't rock with that.
Shout out to my boy who also went to Hampton. He always says the same thing.
Yeah, he knows the vibes. He knows the vibes, man. Anyway, man, great show. I got to get ready. I'm going to eat something right now, throw the half suit on, and then I'll be on the 11 o'clock news on PIX 11, recapping tonight's Knicks win. And then, like I said, man, this week we got an action-packed week, so make sure you guys are tapping in with the number one show for the fans, by the fans. What else? Al, how was your weekend, man? You had a good weekend?
Had a good weekend, man. Chilled, hung out with the little man. Didn't really do much, just stayed at home. It's cold out here, man. It's a brick.
Yeah.
30 degrees and below out here in Beantown. So, trying to stay warm.
Yeah.
It's a little difficult at this point. Yeah. Oh, that's something I need.
Yeah. I need
one of those.
In stores now, man. The KFTV beanies. As you said, man, you got to stay warm. You got to cover your melon. There you go, man. In stores right now, shop.KnicksFanTV.com. The KFTV beanies. Al, I'll be sending you one. Which one you want, a blue or a black one?
That's a tough one. I'll think about that one. But those are two great options. Two great
options, man. It's going to be cold out here later on this week. The Hawk is out, as you explained. And Knicks fans been asking for it, man. They want the winter beanies. So we're going to give it to them. And on top of that, I told you I'm in the gift of giving. Between now and Christmas, anybody that makes a purchase on shop.KnicksFanTV.com is going to be entered into a drawing for 2 tickets to a future Knick game. 2 tickets to a future Knick game. Make a purchase on shop.KnicksFanTV.com between now and Christmas Day, and we're going to be entering the drawing. 2 tickets to a future Knick game, man. Get your beanies, man. Get your beanies up.
Let's go. See, this is why all you got to go to shop.KnicksFanTV.com. You got to win those tickets.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Get some sick merch, rock it at the game, and hey, you could potentially win 2 tickets.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, anyway, man, go get my eat on, get my half suit on.
Little Rose saying, show us the half suit.
I'm the half suit king. I'm going to come out with a half suit merchandise line next.
Oh, my God. The way it's got to be like the breakaways. You know, you got to be like,
yeah. Absolutely, man. Shout out to Wifey once again, man. Had a great time at a birthday party last night. Birthday bash. Shout out to everybody that came through.
Happy birthday to the Knicks chick. Would you? I won't ask where you went, but were the vibes immaculate where you were?
Oh, of course, man. Vibes are immaculate. She was looking incredible. I threw the suit on with the little, the little cashmere sweater underneath. Wintertime, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Threw the Gamo loafers on. Got to tighten up, you know. Most of my days, I'm rocking KFTV gear, so every once in a while I gotta pop out and show.
You gotta throw everybody off a little bit, huh?
Pop out and show them, you know what I'm saying? Pause. Yeah.
Show up to the bar. I am the CEO of KnicksFanTV. While I'm not wearing my gear, I can dress to impress.
Yeah, the hangover is real though, man. Your boy woke up super late today.
Oh,
I said,
man.
whoa. I said, whoa.
See, you trying to get at me for my age, which, by the way, thank you for saying our generation talk about New York Nico's book. I'm like, oh, thank you. You didn't put me in with the Gen Z or Gen Alpha.
Nah, I didn't put you in there with the young whippersnappers, man. But you know what it is, man.
I appreciate it, okay? I don't know whatever toilet thing that is. Skibbity toilet, whatever that nonsense is.
Yeah.
But I'm upset that you tweeted that out because then I had to look it up. And now my algorithm's all thrown off by seeing Skibbity toilet.
Yeah.
In my YouTube.
Listen, man.
What's going on, man?
If you don't know about it now, don't look into it. That thing is the most demonic thing I've ever seen, and it's officially banned and canceled in my house. Yeah, we ain't doing that.
Before you go, I gotta know, how did you find out? Like, was your son just playing that? And you were like,
kids,
what is going on
they
here?
all at any age, man, they just all know all the stuff. That's the shows to watch, everything. Like, they all know it, the lingo, everything, man. Yeah, bro, I saw it, bro. It's just like babbling demonic nonsense. I said, nobody. I said, yeah, nah, we ain't doing this. Yeah, we ain't doing this. to each his own. But yeah, I did not like the messages. It just seemed like an overstimulation, just brain rot. That's what they're calling it now, right?
It is, man.
Yeah,
absolutely. I was watching that thing, and it's just like on repeat. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
that thing was the craziest thing. And demonic is the perfect word for that.
I'm telling
because I was like, why am I watching? I will not ruin the image for the people listening who are not tuning in or have not checked it out. But seeing toilets just float around like that.
Yeah, nah, I'm not with that, man. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Shout out from Manila. Shout out to Gabby. Gabby checking in from Manila, man. Shout out to the Philippines, man. We're having in the Philippines as well, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to Gabby. I'll tell you some content that was good this morning. This afternoon, we watched the Jamie Foxx special on Netflix.
Oh, I need to catch that.
It was fire, man. It was fire. I almost forgot how talented Jamie Foxx is.
So talented, man.
Just the range, acting, comedy, music, like he's great, man. Phenomenal, and it was a phenomenal job storytelling what happened to him over the past couple of years in his recovery. It was an excellent show, man. You check it out on Netflix for sure. I would definitely recommend it. So anyway, man, great show. I'll tap in with you tomorrow. Tap with you with the family tomorrow. Remember that the show's available in audio podcast format. No reason to miss it. And if you missed tonight's show, go ahead and hit the replay button. Shout out to the replay gang wherever you guys are tapping in from. And there you go, man. Make sure you get your beanies, man. Shop.KnicksFanTV.com. Al, I'll send you one this week so you get it before Christmas, man.
Appreciate you, bro. And last comment, Standing on Business says, we got a CP and Alex segment about brain rot before GTA 6. Look, I'm still waiting for GTA 6, right?
Yeah.
When that date drops, you may not see me for a good month, okay? Hopefully it's not during Knicks season.
Yeah. All right, man. Yo, salute to everybody. Great show. And we out of here, man. Peace.